How's it, guys? Okay, so back again. Now we've worked on our core and doing a few exercises around that to get pretty much our knees and our ankles and our hips and our back and everything to work together to overcome any compensations or faulty muscle patterns we've developed. Okay, to help in this process and to get the whole system working better, we need to spend some time mobilizing the system. Okay, so getting hips to move better, loosening up knees, loosening up ankles. So I've thought of a few exercises that we can do. Okay, and you just follow through and you hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Obviously, we're not looking for any pain. So let's say your knee is hella sensitive and you don't want to bend it. Don't do the exercises that require it to bend. Okay, work with your pain limits. You don't want to create any extra pain. Okay, so first things first, let's start getting a little bit of hip mobility. So loosening up the hips, getting the hips to be able to roll outwards, roll inwards, okay, which then allows resetting of the knees and proper function of the knees and the hips and the pelvis, okay. With our day-to-day lives, we often shorten and tighten in our hips, we lose a bit of motion, and then we've got to compensate through the lower leg, the rest of the lower leg to get that motion. So what we're going to work on today is just ways of getting the hips to move a little bit better, okay. Okay, so let's go through some movements, okay, some stretches for the hip and the knee, okay. Always find through, with my experience, getting the hip to move better helps the knee. Okay, so here's some ideas. Again, don't do anything that's too painful, okay, causes any discomfort. All right, so the way I start is on all fours. Okay, so this is the hip that I'm trying to stretch out. I put my other leg backwards, okay, and I just lean my weight onto that hip, almost to feel like I'm pushing the femur up into sort of the pelvis, into the glute muscle. And I stretch it in there, and I find the areas there that are stiff and tight. Okay, so I come forwards and I find where I've got a little bit of tension in and around the top of that hip, and I just spend some time and I loosen it up a little bit. Okay, then the next one, which I think is quite nice, we bring the leg in front of the other leg. Let's work on our external rotation, and I just lean backwards and I spend a bit of time in that position. Same thing, I go through and I look for the tightness in the hip. All right, I can reach, okay, I can reach, all right, and I spend time then just mobilizing that hip into rotation, okay. Then to get a bit of internal rotation, to bias internal rotation, I can turn the foot in, okay, the knee in, and then I can spend a little bit of time just working through any difficulty I've got in that range there, just to try and stretch and get a bit of rotation into the internal rotation. Okay, next one. Right, bit of a hip flexor stretch, okay, arm up into the air, nice, let's get a bit of stretch up the side. We keep this bum tight, okay, because everyone's mistake is to lean in there and then overstretch there to try and feel the stretch. Keep this bum tight, stretch this arm up into the air, okay, lean across and just hang out there. All right, let's get a bit of stretch into that muscle. Fantastic. Okay, so now I've got my stretch down the front and up the side, up QL on the side muscles, okay, into lats and everything like that. So I'm just opening up that whole side, all right, stretching out top of ITB, glute med, everything there, all right. Okay, so my progressions from there, nice and simple. I'll go into that hip stretch, hip flexor stretch. I would add a bit of rotation, okay, spend a few seconds in this position, breathing into this position, getting a little bit of rotation going. I think that's quite good. There we go. Okay, nice and simple. Fantastic. Try those out and let's see how we go with that.